when you were growing up, is this what you saw yourself doing, or did you want to be a professional soccer player?
I wanted to be a professional soccer player. That was the thing. And what I keep bringing up is like, I dreamt of being a professional soccer player, right? But there was no examples, right, of professional soccer players that were within my radius. And even being an American professional soccer player, there isn't really examples. There's like 3 examples, and they're in the landscape of professional soccer players, like subpar or par. You know what I mean? Like
you weren't trying to be subpar.
It wasn't that. It was like, okay, like I don't know anyone from like New York City that's made it to be a successful professional soccer player. So that's kind of daunting. So then when I went to Brazil, it was crazy talking to these kids, and I was like, man, like we're so close to being professional soccer players. And they're like, I've been professional since I was 11. Like, well, I'm already like my uncle's a professional soccer. My dad's a professional. Like there's no doubt in my mind that we're professional soccer. And still in my head, I was like, whoa, there's still so much doubt. Like, I don't know if I can, you know what I mean? So that kind of mental like doubt hurts you. And then I went back to America and went to college and played in college. And then it was like slowly but surely you get kind of out of the like professional of being like truly like a professional player. And obviously there's so many different leagues in soccer. Yep. That's what's beautiful about soccer. Like you could go to like Romania and play 3rd division, and that's not super high, but also that's like a complete lifestyle change.
For sure.
So I had to make decisions about what I wanted to do. And I had already spent the year playing. So I had like kind of checked off like professional lifestyle. And then I got to college. And then, the KidSuper thing was something I was always kind of doing. I was always good at sports. Like the main things my parents like made me be, like I had to be good at soccer. I had to be good in school.
You had to be good at soccer.
Like had to be good at school, and had to be good at art. Wow. So like every day after school, my mom would be like painting with me, and my dad would be like drilling me with math questions. And then I'd have
to say drilling me with soccer balls.
Yeah. No, and then I'd have to be like going to practice and stuff. So those were like the 3 tiers. And if I like slacked off in one, it would hurt my thing to do the others. So when I was growing up and playing, I was always doing the other 2. So then when I went to school, I was always good at school. So I was a math major in college, and then had the brand, and then I was playing soccer. And everyone's like, oh, how can you be like so 2-side brained? Like, how can you be creative and a math major? And like, that's just some horrible propaganda that some lazy human created to prevent like the 6-year-old kid who didn't get multiplication that quickly to just like completely give up on math, which is horrible. Because when I was 5, I was naturally gifted at math, but I hated like reading and writing. And nobody was like, oh, Colum, don't worry. Like, you don't have to read. Like, you'll never have to read in your future. So I ended up having to read and write, and ended up being like a great reader and writer. But that's the same thing with math. There's just this weird like thing that everyone thinks, oh, you can just stop it. Or like, I'm not a math person. So my mom is that. She's like, I'm not a math person. It's like, you're not a math person because you fundamentally gave up at age 6, and math is a thing of bricks. It's like building a building. So if you're not good at the math there, you're really not going to understand calculus, but that's not because you're stupid. It's because you just didn't work hard. So I always try to I'm trying to definitely change the perspective on math majors and stuff, and how it's not creative and stuff like that. I think it's the most creative. We're both giving a problem, right? We both know the tools and rules of what the universe is, and who's creative enough to solve it the quickest and the fastest. So that's how I saw math, and I was like, oh, it's a game. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, I can figure out da da da. And then I was leaving there and making t-shirts.
So do those 2 things.
Yeah, to me, those were the same. Like the t-shirts was the problem. It was like, how am I going to figure out how to like make the best t-shirt? Or t-shirt graphics is similar. It's like, in my mind, I think they're both like creative.